Cheers to Downton Abbey! The super successful PBS series is coming to the big screen. If you're a fan of the show or period pieces, you must be ecstatic. Or if you've never seen an episode, here's everything you need to know before you go. During its heyday from 2011 to 2016, the British series was the most watched PBS drama in the network's 45-year history. At its peak, the show averaged 13.3 million viewers per week. Whoa! And it achieved major nominations and wins at the Primetime Emmys and Golden Globes for Best Performances and TV Series, among many other categories. The show mainly focuses on two groups: the aristocratic Crawley family and their extended group of workers that take care of them and their home without complaint. People really love the show for its warmth and humanity. Viewers felt the characters were developed with empathy and were performed with a beautiful kindness. The Crawley family is privileged, but the responsibilities that come with their lifestyle were always presented fairly. The general arc of the show is based on the Crawleys adapting to cultural changes during the turn of the 20th century. It was clear in the way the family and their servants were affected by the after effects of World War I. All of that was coupled with changing circumstances, various crimes, and unexpected joy and pain over the years. But enough of the general stuff, let's introduce you to everyone. The Crawley family is led by Robert Crawley and his American wife, Cora. They have 3 children, Mary, Edith, and Sybil. And Robert's mother, Violet, is a frequent visitor. Their support staff is led by Mr. Carson the butler and Mrs. Hughes the housekeeper. The group of domestic and general estate workers change throughout the season due to twists and turns in the storyline. Okay, here's a rundown of each season. Boom! Season 1. It's 1912. Tragedy strikes as Lady Mary Crawley's intended husband, Patrick, dies.
It seems James and Patrick were on board.
What? They can't have been. They weren't going over till May.
Then they changed their plans. They're definitely on the passenger list.
The Crawleys are at a loss because he was going to be the heir to the estate, but instead their distant relative, Matthew, becomes the next heir. Both Mary and Matthew are resistant to the aristocratic traditions of the family, which causes conflict. Among the household staff, new valet Bates and secretly gay footman Thomas clash. The second season begins with World War I, the Great War as they called it, still raging. Mary and Matthew, denying their attraction to each other, each become engaged to other people. Sybil becomes involved with the new chauffeur Tom, and Bates is convicted of a murder charge and sentenced to die.
Guilty, my lord.
In the third season, Mary and Matthew break off their previous relationships, admit their love for one another, and get married. But tragedy strikes the Crawley family more than once, leaving everyone grieving, and Tom becomes a force of modernization on the estate. Moving further into the 1920s, the fourth season finds Mary teaming up with Tom and running the estate. Edith, who's always experienced trouble with suitors, finds love and gives birth, though tragedy strikes. In 1924, the fifth season addresses anti-aristocracy feelings that are rising more and more, along with slander against commoners. This affects the Crawley family, their estate workers, and friends. Loyal servant Anna also becomes a suspect in a murder, and 3 key characters announced huge changes in their lives. The sixth season sees many changes during 1925. Economic changes in Britain affect the Crawley estate, and the household staff must be reduced. Edith takes greater charge at a magazine she publishes. Anna faces more challenges as her relationship with Bates takes a major turn. And that wraps up the series. In the film, it looks like the estate is preparing for major guests.
The King and Queen are coming to Downton. What?
What calls for this royal visit? What characters would you love to see return to Downton? So now you know, and now you can go see Downton Abbey in theaters September 20th.